The consumption of chocolate dates back to as early as 1750 BC, where it was utilized by ancient civilizations for medicinal purposes and religious rituals. Today, this delectable treat is readily available all across the globe, with companies shipping out an astounding 3 million tons of chocolate annually. Tons of chocolates are moved around and sold prior to February 14th for Valentine, Easter holidays, Halloween, and Christmas seasons. Discovery and cultivation. Our journey commences in Africa, a region that was once inhabited by the Mayans, the first to uncover the secrets of the cacao tree. Their discovery was not solely due to their investigative prowess, but rather their advantageous geographical location. The cacao tree thrives under very specific conditions, requiring a temperature of 25 degrees Celsius and a humidity level of 80% or higher. These conditions are only met in certain equatorial regions of the Earth, one of which was occupied by the Mayans. To this day, a majority of the world's cacao supply originates from this region. Harvesting cacao. The process of harvesting cacao has remained largely unchanged since the days of the Mayans, primarily because cacao trees are delicate and their pods do not effortlessly fall to the ground. Therefore, each pod must be manually severed from the tree, making the task laborious. The beans within the pods must also be extracted by hand, necessitating each worker to employ their dexterity and precision in separating the beans from the sticky white pulp that envelopes them. Transformation process. At this stage, the beans bear no resemblance to the chocolate we know and love. To transform their appearance and taste, the beans and pulp are placed inside fermentation boxes covered with banana leaves and left undisturbed for a period of 3 to 9 days. This fermentation process eliminates bacteria, removes the white pulp, imparts the beans with their distinctive brown hue, and enhances their flavor. Drying and flavor development. Once the fermentation is complete, the beans are dried under the sun. This drying process serves not only to eliminate excess moisture, inhibiting the growth of fungi, bacteria, and mold, but also to further develop the beans' flavor. With the beans now dried, they embark on their journey to factories worldwide. Inspection and quality assurance. Upon arrival at these facilities, a team of quality assurance officers meticulously inspects the beans. This rigorous examination involves cutting the beans to ensure their color and consistency meet the required standards. Once approved by the quality assurance team, the beans proceed to a specialized processing plant. Roasting and browning. In the processing plant, the beans undergo roasting, first on screens and then in revolving cylinders where heated air is blown over them for a duration of 30 minutes to 2 hours. This roasting process reduces the moisture content in the beans from approximately 7% to around 1%. Additionally, it triggers a browning reaction where over 300 different chemicals present in the cacao beans interact, resulting in the development of the rich flavor associated with chocolate. From nibs to liquor. Following roasting, the cacao meat or nib should easily separate from the husk, known as the shell. This separation is facilitated by a machine called the winnower, which employs vibrating shelves to segregate the nibs from the husks. Subsequently, a fan blows away the husks, leaving behind the precious nibs, which are now prepared for the next stage of processing. The nibs are then ground into a deep, dark brown paste, marking a significant milestone in the chocolate-making process. This grinding process alters the composition of the chocolate, giving it the appearance of a thick syrup. The alkaline treatment. If the objective is to produce cocoa powder, the liquor may undergo treatment with an alkaline solution. This process is to darken the color of the cocoa, resulting in a milder flavor while also preventing clumping of the nibs. The alkaline chocolate liquor undergoes defatting, wherein significant amounts of fat or chocolate butter are removed. The resultant solid material, commonly referred to as press cake, is subsequently broken, chopped, or crushed before being sifted to obtain cocoa powder. Chocolate candy creation. The previously removed cocoa butter, rather than being discarded, plays a vital role in the creation of chocolate candy. It is combined with chocolate liquor in a process known as conching, which imparts a smooth texture and consistent quality to the chocolate. Additional ingredients such as powdered milk, sugar, or vanilla may be incorporated, depending on the desired type of chocolate. This practice was first introduced by Swiss chocolatier Daniel Peter in 1875 when he invented milk chocolate by blending powdered milk developed by Henry Nestle with the liquor. The final steps: tempering and packaging. Once the desired texture is achieved, the chocolate undergoes tempering, a gradual heating and cooling process that modifies the crystal structure, ensuring a uniform composition throughout. Tempered chocolate is then poured into molds to create chocolate bars. A thorough inspection is conducted to ensure the absence of air bubbles and to maintain the chocolate's pristine condition. Finally, the bars are wrapped in foil or paper packaging to preserve their freshness. Despite their seemingly modest size, the chocolate industry generates an annual revenue of up to $50 billion, necessitating a substantial supply of aluminum foil for wrapping purposes.